Hello, friends. Have you ever thought how some people live for so many years and not just live, but stay happy, calm, and active? In today's fast world where people feel tired at the age of 30, some people cross 100 and still wake up every morning fresh and smiling. What do they have that we don't? That secret is Ikigai. Ikigai is a Japanese word, but its meaning is deeper than words. It is a feeling, an energy, a reason to live. When every day has a purpose, when we know why we exist, our mind, body, and soul work in balance. Imagine a morning where you wake up without an alarm just because you are excited to live your life. You know your day is not only for others, but also for your own growth. No stress, no fear, just peace and passion. That is Ikigai. In a small island in Japan called Okinawa, many people live more than 100 years. They don't go to the gym or follow strict diet plans, but they still live long and happy lives. Why? Because they have found their Ikigai. Ikigai is not a success formula, it is a way of life. It teaches that true happiness is not only in money or fame, but in work that gives peace to the heart, helps others, and connects us to ourselves. Now, imagine a 90-year-old person who wakes up every morning, works in the garden, helps others, and smiles like a child. No complaints, no tiredness, just love for life. Now imagine a 30-year-old who feels tired every Monday morning, feels life is a burden, and asks, "Why am I doing this?" Both are alive, but are both really living? Ikigai is not a goal you achieve, it is a reason that makes you wake up every day. It connects you to your inner voice. Sometimes Ikigai is very small, like feeding a stray dog, helping an old person, or fixing something with your hands. But these small actions, when done with love, give direction to life. Now the question is, how do we find our Ikigai? Do we all have Ikigai? The answer is yes. The only difference is that some people have found it, and some are still searching for it in the crowd. Ikigai is like a candle in the dark. At first, its light feels small, but slowly it lights your path and also removes the darkness inside you. When you do something you truly love, your age becomes just a number. That is why people who find their Ikigai never really retire. For them, life has no end because every day is a new beginning. So think, have you found your Ikigai? Maybe the answer is no today, but if you start searching today, one day you will wake up not because of an alarm, but because of your passion, and that day your real life will begin. Chapter 2: Anti-Aging Secrets: Small Habits for a Long and Happy Life. Have you noticed that some people become better with age? As their hair turns white, their face starts to glow. Time does not make them weak, it makes them stronger. Their wrinkles become a symbol of wisdom. How is this possible? Do they have some magic medicine or expensive doctor? No, they have simple daily habits and rituals that keep them young from inside. In Okinawa, when the first sunlight comes, old people clean outside their homes. They are not doing exercise, but their body stays active. There is no gym culture, but every daily activity is a mindful movement. Now, think about our life. We wake up and look at our phone, then sit in an office chair, then sit in a car, and at night we fall on the bed tired. Modern life gives comfort, but it makes our body and mind slow. People there do things that give them inner energy: gardening, cooking, dancing, tea ceremony, and most important, connecting with others. They do not feel lonely, they feel connection and belonging. Once, 100-year-old man was asked how he stays energetic. He smiled and said, "Because I laugh every day and make others laugh." This shows a big truth: joy heals. When you spread positivity, your body feels better. Laughter, friendship, gratitude, and small physical activities make your immune system strong. Then comes food. People in Okinawa follow a rule called hara hachi bu. Eat only 80% of your stomach. No overeating, no unnecessary cravings. Just eat what is needed. They eat natural food, less oil, more vegetables, seasonal fruits, fermented food, and green tea. And they don't eat alone. Food is a ritual. Family sits together, talks, and shares love with every bite. Imagine if we also eat with full attention. Our body will feel different. They also follow slow living, less rushing, more awareness. They don't run after time or notifications. Even simple tasks like washing clothes or cutting vegetables are done like an art. This keeps their heart calm. Now the question is, can we do this? We have gadgets and deadlines, but do we have inner calmness? If the answer is no, it is not too late. This is the time to slow down, to connect with your body, your breath, and your loved ones. Anti-aging is not an expensive routine, it is a mindset. It means, I will not punish my body, I will take care of it. This is the second lesson of Ikigai. If you want a long life, make it light, happy, and meaningful. So next time when you wake up, ask yourself, can I do something good today for my body, mind, and soul? Maybe that is where your long and happy life begins. Chapter 3. From Logotherapy to Ikigai. Have you ever thought what the biggest pain is? Not hunger, not illness, not loneliness. The biggest pain is a life without purpose. A life where everything is there, money, things, relationships, but still something is missing. An emptiness that you feel every morning. It feels like something inside is asking, why am I living? Many people live their whole life with this question, but some find the answer. That answer gives direction to their pain. That answer is called Ikigai. But the path to it is not easy. Sometimes you have to go through pain and struggle, and at that point comes logotherapy, means healing through meaning. When you feel pain, don't run from it. Ask, what is the purpose of this pain? The day you understand your pain, it becomes your teacher. Listen to a true story. A man lost his family in a concentration camp. He saw hunger, cold, and death every day, but he did not give up. Every morning he asked himself, can I help one person today? That small purpose kept his life alive. Now think, if such big pain can be faced with a purpose, then we can also give meaning to our daily stress and struggles. The beauty of Ikigai is that it takes you out of your inner emptiness. When you know why you wake up, why you work, why you smile, everything gets deeper. A small child picks a flower every day and gives it to his grandmother. The action is small, but the purpose is big. Love, joy, connection. Ikigai is not a big theory, it is the thread that connects your work, your happiness, and your purpose. Like a potter who shapes clay every day, same routine, same wheel, but there is meaning to create something new. He gets tired, but he does not break, because he knows he is not just making pots, he is adding value to someone's life. Today, many people see their work as a burden, but those who find meaning in their work turn it into worship. Their job becomes a calling. Ikigai does not ask what you do, it asks why you do it. Ask yourself, if money is not there, is there any work you will still do with full heart? That is your first step towards Ikigai. Maybe you don't have the answer today, but this question will keep pushing you. Ikigai means waking up every morning and feeling that you have something to give to the world. When you feel this every day, age becomes just a number and life becomes a beautiful song. Chapter 4. Find flow in everything you do. Have you ever felt a moment when time stops? No hunger, no thirst, only you and your work. No distraction, no awareness of the outside world. Your body, mind, and soul are fully involved in one task. This is called flow. Flow is a magical state where a person works at their highest level. Creativity, focus, and peace come together. This is where Ikigai grows. But today, many people see work as a punishment. They just wait for Friday. This thinking takes us away from our inner artist and creator. Flow is a door inside every person. A writer lost in words, a painter moving the brush, a chef creating taste, even a worker making a straight line of bricks can be in flow. Flow is not only for big work, it happens when your mind and hands work together without fear, without comparison, without distraction. How to enter flow? First, choose a task you love, not for showing others, but for your inner peace. Second, go a little beyond your comfort zone. The task should not be too easy or too hard. There was a boy who practiced guitar every day. For hours he stayed on one tune. He did not give up. When someone asked if he felt bored, he said, "When I play, I am not there. Only music is there." This is flow, when you forget yourself and only your work remains. The most beautiful thing about flow is that when you are in it, time works for you. You don't notice how hours pass, and when you come out, you don't feel tired, you feel satisfied. Today's world teaches you to multitask, move fast, and get quick results, but flow teaches you to slow down, go deep, and live every moment. Look at the old people of Okinawa. When they plant flowers, they are not just gardening, they are in flow. When they make tea with their hands and feel every movement and aroma, it is like meditation. Flow resets your mind. It fills your body with dopamine and endorphins. Most importantly, it makes you feel alive. So whatever you do, reading, writing, cooking, walking, singing, or playing in the soil, goes so deep that you and the work become one. Living in flow means living every moment with full awareness. Next time you do any task, even a small one, keep your phone aside, focus fully, and let yourself get lost in that moment. Because flow is the place where Ikigai breathes, and when you are there, you feel true happiness. Chapter 5. Masters of Longevity. Imagine a place where people at the age of 90 or 100 walk without support, cook their own food, and wake up every morning with a childlike smile. A place where age is just a number, and every day feels like a fresh start. That place is Okinawa, Japan. This place is known for having many centenarians, people who live more than 100 years. And the surprising thing is, most of them don't go to doctors often or take expensive treatments. Still, they are healthy, happy, and live with purpose. Why? Because they don't just understand Ikigai, they live it. When a 102-year-old farmer was asked why he still works in the field, he said, "Because my vegetables still need me." This shows how important it is to feel useful. Ikigai is not just a career. People there are not big business owners or famous people. They are carpenters, fishermen, gardeners. But they are fully involved in their work, and that work becomes their life. Their lifestyle is simple. Their homes are small, but their hearts are big. They follow Hara Hachi Bu, eat only 80% full. They don't eat fast food or packaged snacks. They eat fresh, light, natural food. They wake up with the sun and sleep early. No rush, no competition. Still, they are active, alert, and fulfilled. The biggest secret is community. They live in groups called moai, a lifelong friendship system where people support each other in happiness and sadness. They are never alone. Now think, when a person laughs with friends, has a reason to wake up, and lives with love and purpose, how can they fall sick easily? Another common thing is gratitude. They thank God every day. For them, every sunrise is a celebration. Every cup of tea is a blessing. This attitude helps them live not just long, but happily. They teach us that long life is not only about genetics, it is about lifestyle, simplicity, awareness, and Ikigai. If you want a long, peaceful, and meaningful life, think like them. Make your daily routine mindful, give importance to relationships, and every morning ask yourself, why am I alive today? When you have a reason to live, age cannot make you tired. Your body does not feel old, and every day becomes a gift. Chapter 6. Lessons from Japanese Centenarians. Have you ever looked into the eyes of an old person? There's a special shine. Every wrinkle has a story. Every silence has a lesson. Now, think about people who have lived more than 100 years and still have hope in their eyes. Their walk still shows confidence. In Okinawa and other blue zones, when centenarians are asked how they lived such long and happy lives, their answers are simple, full of life. A 104-year-old woman said, "Every morning I greet the sun and tell myself, today I will do something good." It sounds small, but this is how positivity starts. When you wake up with gratitude, life gives the same back. A 101-year-old man was asked, "Do you feel stress?" He smiled and said, "When stress comes, I offer it tea and let it sit, then it goes away." This is a deep answer. Today, we break with small problems, but they make problems their friends. Their life teaches us that happiness does not need big houses, big cars, or big salaries. It needs meaning, belonging, and inner calm. The biggest lesson from centenarians is to live lightly. Laugh at small things. When you lose something, don't regret. When you gain something, don't feel ego. For them, every day is a gift. Every work is like worship. A 102-year-old woman still does knitting every day. Her hands shake, but her heart is steady. She knows she is creating something with love. When there is love in work, age does not matter. Another important thing is connection. They don't live alone. Every day they connect with someone, neighbors, friends, grandchildren, or simple evening talks. In today's digital world, we stay busy with screens, but they value real connection, eye contact, touch, and true relationships. Many of them keep learning new things every day. They never think learning ends with age. They say, as long as you learn, you are alive. The most beautiful lesson: don't rush, but don't stop. Move at your own pace. Don't compete, don't compare. Walk your own path with your passion. If we want a long, peaceful, and balanced life, we must learn their simplicity. Fill life with purpose. Live every day with gratitude. Because the real secret of life is not in books, but in their smiles. Chapter 7. The Ikigai Diet. Imagine if the way you eat can change your life, health, and thinking. In Okinawa and Japan's blue zones, people live long and happy lives just because of their food habits. They don't follow strict diet charts, gym plans, or count calories. So what is their secret? Their secret is not from the market, it comes from their mindset, rituals, and culture. This is called the Ikigai diet. The first thing in their food is simplicity. Their meals are colorful but simple. No heavy spices, no extra oil, just natural food. They eat rice, but in small amounts. They eat seasonal, local vegetables. They eat soy foods like tofu and miso soup, which are light and healthy. The most powerful rule is hara hachi bu, stop eating when you are 80% full. While the world eats more and more, they see eating less as an art. When you stop at 80%, your body feels light, digestion becomes easy, you feel better in body and mind. When we eat, we watch TV, use phones, and lose focus, but they eat with full attention. They feel grateful for the farmer, for the cook, and for life. When food becomes like prayer, every bite becomes healing. Their diet is full of anti-inflammatory foods, leafy greens, seaweed, sweet potatoes, and fermented vegetables. These are very good for gut health. They eat with joy, not because of trends or pressure. Their plate has variety but also balance, not too much oil, sugar, or salt. Green tea is part of their daily life. It cleans the body, calms the mind, and gives quiet energy. They cook their own food, no ready-made culture. Cooking is like meditation, cutting, cooking, serving, all done with care. When you do daily work with mindfulness, even simple routines become special. So think, what are we eating? How are we eating? And why are we eating? The Ikigai diet teaches that food is not just to fill hunger, it is fuel for body, mind, and soul. The day you connect with your food, your life will get a new flow. Next time you eat, don't just fill your plate, fill your heart. Feel the taste. Be thankful. Give your body what it deserves. When you love your food, your life starts loving you. Chapter 8. Gentle Movements. Living a long and active life with small actions. Have you seen an old person watering plants at the age of 100? Or an old woman cooking every day without complaint? The body may grow old, but if it keeps moving, life stays beautiful. In Okinawa, people teach us that for a long life, you don't need heavy exercise or gym. You need gentle movement, small, slow, regular actions that keep the body active. They don't follow big workout routines. They don't do push-ups, but they walk, work in the garden, sit on the floor, and stand up without support. These small actions keep their joints and muscles healthy. A 96-year-old woman knits a cap for her granddaughter every day. Her hands move slowly, but her ikigai is in that movement. Her body works, and her mind stays peaceful. They keep their back straight. They say, straight back, clear mind. Every movement is done with awareness. They sit slowly, walk slowly, because they know life is in the details, not in hurry. Modern life says fast is powerful, but their life says slow is sustainable. They sit on the floor, eat there, drink tea there, and every time they stand, they give a gentle challenge to their body. We want shortcuts, elevators, remotes, ready food, but they do everything by themselves, washing clothes, cutting vegetables, cleaning the house. They don't call it exercise, it is their habit. They believe a body that does not move will break early. They walk every day, not fast, but daily. No target, no pressure, just calm steps. They walk with their friends, talk, laugh, and heal both body and heart. Now think about us. We sit all day, on chairs, in cars, on beds. No movement. Then we feel pain and tiredness. The truth is simple. Our body is made to move, not to stay still. Ikigai movement teaches that fitness is not about six-pack abs. Real fitness is the ability to live daily life easily. Next time, before pressing the elevator button, look at the stairs. Before delaying a task, try to do it yourself. Small movements build a long and strong life. So far, we have learned that just living is not enough. We must live with purpose. Ikigai is not a luxury, it is a need. It is the reason that pulls us out of bed every morning. It is the work we do for peace, not just for money. It is the habit, the relationship, the mindset that gives us identity. Ikigai teaches that happiness is not in big things. It is in small daily moments. A cup of tea, an old friend, morning sunlight, a new flower in the garden. When we find flow in our work, meaning in our relationships, respect in our food, and gratitude in our day, Ikigai becomes a way of life. Now ask yourself, will you let your life just pass? Or will you stop and think, what is my Ikigai? The day you find the answer, you will not just live, you will truly start living. If you liked this, like it from your heart. If you have not subscribed to English Audiobook yet, subscribe now. We bring life-changing summaries like this every week. Tell us in the comments, have you ever felt your Ikigai? If not, will you start searching for it now? See you in the next video with a new book and a new idea. Till then, know yourself, live your life, and feel your Ikigai. Thank you for watching.